Well, Bangladesh won the toss for the first time, decided to bat first, and this is the team that they are fielding. Just the one change, Tushar Imran comes back in the middle order, and out goes Mohammad Ashraful. Pakistan also have made a few changes, a couple of them. In comes Mohammad Sami, the fast bowler, and Imran Nazir as well, right there at the top as opening. And Shabir Ahmed has been left out, and so has been Yasir Hamid. Play about to begin. Our commentators first up, Amir Sohail, and with him Athar Ali Khan.
Good positive start from the beginning. After a long time, Khalid Mahmood winning the toss and without any hesitation electing to bat on a wicket which looks devoid of any grass, which Amir Sohail already described earlier. Looks a very good batting track and a very welcome fresh change in the top order. Seeing Khalid Masood coming in to bat at the top order. So I think the Bangladeshi camp have some kind of strategy, some kind of different planning they can play around with, because it is the fourth one-dayer. They've already lost the series, but they can take few chances. First up is Mohammad Sami to Hanan Saka.
A good delivery to start this game. Right on the dot and got the movement away from the batsman to the wicketkeeper. Edged. Earned the batsman a single. And Khalid Masood is going to take his first ball in this one-day international played at Rawalpindi Stadium. Well, it's very interesting strategy from the Bangladeshis, opting to open with Khalid Masood. Well, he's a kind of a batsman. He's not an aggressor. He can hang around for a little while. He can play some quality strokes, useful accumulator of the runs. But it'll be very interesting to see whether he's going to go after the bowlers or hang around.
I think he shows very good technique. The reason for him to bat at the top of the order, that he can play very straight and stay in the wicket.
End of a steady over from Mohammad Sami. Bangladesh 2 without loss. It's a nice stroke. That's what Athar Ali Khan wanted, to push the ball into the gaps and keep on rotating the strike. Haven't managed to rotate the strike, but picked up 2 runs on that occasion, Hanan Sarkar. That's a very nice stroke. Wasn't a half volley, but he moved into the line of that delivery very early and then hit through the line. Picked up 3 runs for that effort, Hanan Sarkar.
Hanan Sarkar playing that beautifully, showing good technique. Playing with the full face of the bat and finding the gap at the mid-off region. Picking up 3 comfortable runs. He's looking good. He looked good in the last game. And he's definitely coming back from the game, scoring that 60-odd runs in the last game. That's nicely played again, and a good call straight away. A big no.
Khalid Masood is anxious to get off the mark. He pushed the ball very hard and straight to the fieldsman and was looking for a run. And his partner reacted very well. Called straight away that you've got to stay on. This is not the right time to pick up a run. We're 59 one-day innings. He's been taken by the batsman 5 times without scoring. That is going to be a wide delivery. No hesitation from the umpire on that occasion, Aleem Dar. The umpire, Aleem Dar, is officiating his 3rd one-day international in this series. Has done well. Only once he's crossed 50 mark in one-day internationals, Khalid Masood, and that's understandable because he bats at number 7. And when you are batting at number 7, it's very difficult for a batsman to have a very high average or big runs in one-day internationals. But he's done well. His strike rate is quite good.
Well, Khalid Masood has got an opportunity. Aleem Dar, he's had a wonderful series from Pakistan, officiating in the 23rd one-day international, and his partner Russell Tiffin. It's a 71-day umpire.
And the TV umpire, Asad Rauf, along with the match referee. Inside edge, no, there wasn't. And Mohammad Sami has made his presence felt straight away in this one day, picking up his first wicket in the second over. Good comeback from a very talented fast bowler.
What a breakthrough from Mohammad Sami. Plum. Very well bowled. The ball pitching and coming back to the batsman, hitting on the back leg. No doubt about that. Sami picks up his wicket in his first comeback. Khalid Mashood gone for duck. Bangladesh 9 for 1.
Rajan Saleh is the next man in. His best so far in one-day international, 64. His average is very good. And strike rate is going to improve definitely because he's got the talent, he's got the ability.
He plays within himself. That's a beautiful shot. Off the front foot and off the mark with 2 comfortable runs.
Slightly pitched up. Third man should get around it. Couple of runs. Nicely played. This is a good shot by a good batsman. It happens to be the first boundary of the innings.
Well, that's a lovely shot. After some time, off the back foot through the gap. 2 best fielders are standing there for Pakistan, Hafiz and Imran Nazir, but it's between those 2 fielders. Beautifully timed, very well hit. And first boundary after a long time.
Nicely played. This is a good controlled shot. The slide wasn't perfect. That allows the batsman to come back for the third.
Upish, but safe. That will earn the batsman 4 runs.
That was quite a deliberate shot from Anand Sarkar. Played it upishly over the top for 4. That was the delivery which was in the hitting zone. And he went after it. It was slightly outside the off stump, went there. He playing it deliberately over the top. Got the elevation and timing was superb. Beautiful shot.
First boundary from the bat of Anand Sarkar and the second of the innings so far. Inside edge. And that is going to be the 3rd boundary. Very lucky 4 runs for Anand Sarkar. A bit of inward movement. And he was looking to play the ball away from the body. He was very lucky to survive.
Good comeback by Abdul Razak. This time the ball came in quite quickly and took him by surprise. In the edge from Anand Sarkar, the wicketkeeper was unable to sight it. It was a difficult chance though, but very lucky. You can't set field for these kind of strokes, Hammer, can you?
Well, you can't. Perfect use of the inside edge, I would say. One of these 2 batsmen, they've been very watchful after they lost the wicket of Khalid Mashood, who was made to open the innings for the Bangladeshis in this 4th one-day, but didn't make his presence felt. Khalid Mashood. And both these batsmen, Rajan Saleh along with Anand Sarkar, they have batted well. They've been very watchful against the like of Umar Gul, and this is going to be very close. And it's been given. 2 boundaries and a wicket in this over so far.
That was a very good delivery from Abdul Razak once again. He came in, he caught at the crease. The ball was not too short to go onto the back foot, and the ball came in very quickly. Well, the impact looked outside the off stump. It looked that the ball would have missed the off stump.
Well, the umpire had to determine whether the ball is going to hit the stump. 25 runs was the personal effort, and Bangladesh 47 for 2. Well, with this average and strike rate, Habibul Bashar is the sort of a batsman who won't threaten any bowler in the world. But in this series, he has played well, especially the Test match series. But he's yet to produce a very good innings in one-day internationals.
That's a very fine stroke. Junaid was after the ball. Good pick up and throw. The batsman took 2 runs in between.
The shout is for the 2. And Rajan Saleh is going to get them easily.
Well, that was a good shot, but I think I would like to see that the batsman slipping on the return for the second run, and the fielders collided with each other as well. Here it is, Yunus Khan with Salman Butt, and then the batsman also slipping on the bowling end while coming back for the second run. He's running very quickly. There you see when he turns, he slipped. Good delivery from Razak this time.
That's a good delivery. They have just got the thigh, or was it the leading edge? No, leg by, signal by Alimdar, so got a bit of flesh on that one.
Looking for the second one and getting it. Rajan Saleh has been excellent. Running between the wickets very fast. Takes his run. The first one he takes is really quick. And that just gives him extra steps.
And he came back for the second because he was the fielder here. He's throwing, his weight is behind, so he's not balanced when he's throwing, so he was aware of that, Saleh. Oh, that's a good shot. He's played it in the gap. He can also play on the up, which is not a bad idea when you're playing one-day matches. If you see that the pitch is nice and good for batting, you can start playing on the front foot, even to balls that are short of leg, as Saleh did on that occasion. It's good timing. Fielder would get around it. He thought of a dive, Salman Butt, and then realized there's no need for it.
What a good shot. And that's a nice flick, and that should get him at the first boundary. A welcome one for Bangladesh. Junaid Zia is still straining down the leg side, and this time around, Habibul Bashar played it really fine.
He played it very close to the body. When we have a look at it again, you'll see that he's played it late and he's allowed the ball to come very close to him. It wasn't a good delivery. You can see the early angle was created for the batsman. And nicely played. He's had a few problems with the line in this particular spell, and it's mostly been when he is straight down the leg side. Brilliant. Mohammad Hafiz at point. Getting the crowd alive.
Nicely struck by Habibul Bashar, but look at that. Look at that fielding. Oh, brilliant. The one-handed stop. Even though not a lot of power behind that shot, but you need to pick them up quickly.
And the recovery also was very good. He got into a throwing position very quickly. And that is where I think John T. Rhodes was absolutely brilliant. He set the standards with the recovery. You see a lot of players making great stops, slides, lunging at balls. Well done. Now that's another good recovery. 2 in 2 balls. Little more room on this occasion, and he's been punished severely for that. 4 to Habibul Bashar.
Habibul Bashar playing that beautifully. Look at that shot. Again, a little bit of width, and it's one of his strength bowling, giving him a width. And Habibul Bashar played that beautifully on top of that, and the gap was absolutely perfect. Reminiscent of the square cuts that we have seen earlier in the Test match series. That should give Habibul Bashar a lot of confidence.
Wanted more room again, and this time delicate touch more than just going after width. Brings up the 50 runs partnership. But this is good batting from Habibul Basha.
On both these occasions, he was given width, but on both occasions, the important part was he was on top of it and made sure that he picked the right gap.
That was a good shout. The batsman was backing away. You could see the leg stump clearly. And the ball was shaping in, and he wasn't lunging forward. And I think that was very close. That was a very good shout from Shoaib Malik.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And close, but umpires tend to not give LBWs unless they're totally sure, because there's so much hue and cry raised about them if they're wrong. This was a good shot played. 3 runs actually. I think he should get 3 runs if he runs well, and he does. Close, he might be run out actually. Umpire asking for a third umpire, and Pakistanis think that this might be out.
What an effort from the fast bowler, Mohammad Sami. He's an excellent fielder. Chased the ball very hard, showed presence of mind, flicking the ball in, then getting up very quickly. Saw that there was a chance of getting the batsman run out. Once again, went to the ball very quickly and released the ball perfectly and very flat. And direct hit, that was needed, and that was there. And the batsman is not in the picture. And the batsman was nowhere. And he's not happy, but he has to walk back. It's going to be a long walk back to the pavilion. But he's got a good strike rate, Alok Kapali, and he really played well in this one-day series. Has got the starts. He's required to do a job for his team. Sweep shot employed. It was a good fielding effort from the youngster, but still the batsman had time to pick up 2 runs.
Yes, Inzamam has been very helpful to the young fast bowlers also. I've seen him going and talking to them and encouraging, and that's a good sign, because when you go and encourage your bowlers, they take a lot of heart from that and bowl better. And that's what's happened in the whole one-day series. That's a good shot for a couple of runs on the offside.
Well, 30 overs gone. Bangladesh 125 for 3.
That looks like it's out. Yes, it's given. Good wicket by Hafiz.
He survived a very close shout on the second delivery, but Mohammad Hafiz picking up his man on the 5th delivery. That was a straight delivery, darted through the air, kept on going with the arm, straightening at the last moment, and Rajan Saleh was caught at the crease. Easy decision for the umpire, and smile on Mohammad Hafiz's face. Rajan Saleh missing out on scoring a 50 in international. Bangladesh 126 for 4. Tushar Imran is the next man in. Concentrating very hard, Mohammad Hafiz. Chance of a run-up. But the umpire has made the decision on his own. He wasn't required to go to the third umpire. Good cricket, though, from the batsman, playing the ball with a soft hand and calling for a run straight away. Good backing from Tushar Imran as well.
Not a bad shout. May have been just pushed in too much. With that angle, would have perhaps gone down leg stump. Bad selection of shot, though.
Good delivery, yes, it was very well up to the batsman for that sweep shot, but lucky for him that it was drifting down the leg side. It was a good delivery from Hafiz, who, as Sanjay said, is bowling to a very tight line of length, is not giving any limit to the batsman at all. It's 141 for 4.
direct hit, and that would have perhaps been the end of Tushar Imran. Inzamamul Haq with the left-handed throw.
That was beautiful pickup and throw by Inzamam. Slightly off the target, direct. It would have brought the third umpire in action, certainly. So like this, Razak getting another wicket for Pakistan.
Well, the first over of his spell is always dangerous. Tends to pick up wickets in the first over, where it's a new spell or it's a comeback spell, looking to create room which wasn't there, and getting the inside edge. Now that is a good wicket at this stage. So further problems for Bangladesh. Alok Kapali gone for 14, Bangladesh 144 for 5. Mushfiqur Rahman, and a good strike rate, 136.9. Bit of room. That's a flyer. That's gone over point for a 4.
That was a bad delivery, enough bit for the batsman to go after him, and there's not the line you tend to bowl in the last overs. There was a lot of bit freeing his arm, playing over point for 4. That was a good scoring stroke for Bangladesh.
Well, first boundary in 14 overs for Bangladesh. That's been their real problem, being able to get the impetus in their innings. And now is the time to throw the bat around. Again, some room inside. There was a bit of a sound there, and a delayed query by the bowler and the wicketkeeper. I definitely heard some sound as the ball passed the bat. Just wonder what it was.
Ball was pitched quite short, led. But here's some sound. There's a peel from the wicketkeeper, but not quite wholeheartedly. Junaid joining him a little late.
Should look for 2. If Imran Nazir is able to stop that one, would be brilliant fielding, but there was always 2 on there. Good spot by Mushfiqur Rahman. This is nice and straight, and that's 4.
That was a beautiful shot from Rahman on the up. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it's a beautiful shot. Junaid tried to stop it with his foot. Very powerful stroke from Tushar Imran.
It's a good partnership. There's 22 runs added in quick time. And again, this is a drive that will fetch 4 runs for Bangladesh. This is good cricket. Better late than never.
Very well commanded for Bangladesh at this stage of time. In this over, they've already hit 1-4, and this is a second from Tushar Imran, just reaching for that delivery, playing it on the rise once again, and finding that gap beautifully. Timing and placement were very precise. Tushar, very fine batsman, once again scoring that boundary of Tunisia in that over.
Again, some width offered. That's going to be another 4. 16 runs coming off that over. Just what Bangladesh wanted. A springboard to take them close to 200, 230.
That was a beautiful shot played by Tushar once again. Played wide of the long on the up. What a stroke to play this time. Wonderful stroke once again from Tushar.
Well, what a partnership. This is 37 runs of 23 balls, and that's a good pickup shot. Fantastic cricket from Tushar Imran. Good effort by Mohammad Sami. Slight error in line, just shaping in around middle and leg.
Very close call for Tushar this time. Inzamam took a long time to target the stumps, but he missed it completely. 182 for 5 Bangladesh.
Well, he had just one stump to aim at, so it was always 50-50. Maybe 1.5 for the second direct hit Missed by Inzamam.
Well, if they really have to get to 250, they've got to pick up more than 12 runs and over. And at the moment, looking very highly unlikely, because both these bowlers, they're bowling wicket to wicket, and they're looking to bowl the Yorkers. Huge shout. This is going to be very close, and it's been given. Finally, Omar Gul getting the rewards for his hard work. Bowled really well with the new ball without any luck, but now, in the depth of the innings, he has provided the Pakistani team with the most important breakthrough.
Well, Omar Gul has bowled some nice deliveries. Look at that, very straight. If you miss, I hit. No doubt on the umpire's mind that it would have gone on to rock the middle stump. So Omar Gul has broken through, and he's got rid of Tushar Imran, who's batted really well. Bangladesh 193 for 6.
The strike rate is very good. Khalid Mahmood can really do some damage. Good delivery. First up to the batsman, who has arrived at the crease with a purpose, and the purpose is to pick up some quick runs. 48th over, and Mohammad Sami is the bowler.
And there he goes. Good shot. That makes the 200 for Pakistan. That is a very clever shot. He knew that the fielder was bought in for that particular delivery, and the moment Mohammad Sami pitched it up to the batsman, a good length one, he had the chance to free his arm. What a shot. $200 up for Bangladesh. But this time on, just pitched a little bit short, could not hit it cleanly. Just picking up the single. Just a nice dab on the leg side, nicely picked up the gap. He knew the fielder was inside the circle at the fine leg. He was brought in, but he picked up the gap. Pakistan has a fielder at deep square leg.
Good shot, very good shot. But the fieldsman, he has done well to get across and stop the ball. And a good throw to top that. Huge shout. And the umpire has gone to the third umpire. He's been referred. Taking the aerial route. And a great shot. Picked up important boundary in this stage of the game. The captain, Khalid Mahmood.
Khalid Mahmood Shujan leading from the front once again. This time around, picking up Omar Gul. Well, these are the good length deliveries that allows the batsman to free flow of arms, free their arms. And that's the right spot he has picked. Both the fielders outside the boundary line.
Gone. Finding the Yorker on that occasion, Omar Gul. And he has picked up the second wicket.
Well, bowling at this time of the match, the Yorker tends to bring wickets. That is one of the key weapons in the pace bowlers. And look at that, Omar Gul finding one right on target. Thank you very much. Mushfiqur Rahman goes back. Another wicket fall for Bangladesh. He goes out for 22. Played some good shots. Bangladesh 2 and 12 for 7. Short delivery, pulled away. This could be tight, but the throw was a bit away from the stumps. 2 more important runs for Khalid Mahmood and Bangladesh.
Got him. Yorker once again getting the rewards for the bowler.
Another one of those key weapons in the armory of fast bowlers. A Yorker. This time around, getting rid of the captain of Bangladesh team, Khalid Mahmood. What a great delivery. Again, the middle stump. So Khalid Mahmood, after playing a brisk knock, goes out. Bangladesh loses their 8th wicket. Khalid Mahmood gone for 18. It's 216 for 8.
inside edge. 4 important runs.
But as long as the boundary keeps coming over, Bangladesh would accept that. On that occasion, a Chinese cut, trying to heave it out of the ground, getting an inside edge. 1 more 4 would be brilliant for Bangladesh. Mohammad Sami on the stumps, but missing it, only finding the edge, and the ball going over to the fine leg boundary. The fine leg boundary, the boundary man was up in the circle, and that was one of the reasons why Bangladesh got those 4 important runs. Last delivery.
Slow delivery. Good thinking from the fast bowler. They'll be looking for the second run. They'll easily complete those. End of the innings. Bangladesh they have scored double Nelsons for the loss of 8 wickets.
222 for 8. A good recovery in the end by Bangla. They were looking to get just about to 200. But good batting, I thought, from Alok Kapali, Imran there, Mushfiqur Rahman, and Mohammad Rafiq also chipping in, and so did the captain, Khalid Mahmood. So all of them getting together and getting some important runs. Tushar Imran, I thought, was simply superb. Pakistan, Mohammad Sami making a good comeback. 2 wickets for 41 runs. Umar Gul has been consistent, 2 for 29 for him. And the 2 off-spinners, Shoaib Malik and Mohammad Hafiz, bowled extremely well. So on a good batting strip, 223 is the target, which Pakistan should achieve comfortably at 4.5 runs per over. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the Pakistan openers starting the proceedings. First ball with the white ball, the white new ball, and in the commentary box, it's going to be Amir Sohail and with him Athar Ali Khan.
Thank you, Sanjay. Mushrafi Murtaza is required to make use of the new ball. They haven't scored enough runs to be able to defend those. They won't be able to keep the Pakistani batsmen quiet. It's very important that the Bangladeshi bowlers, they make the new ball talk by picking up the wickets. That is the only way they can challenge the Pakistani batsmen. And if they're looking to contain the Pakistani batsmen, that would be a wrong ploy. 10 wickets so far for Mushrafi in his career in one-day internationals. He's playing his 11th game. And Imran Nazir is going to take the new ball. He'll be feeling a bit of pressure. Never easy for a batsman to make a comeback and straight away go after the bowlers. Good start for the Pakistani team. Easy runs. And they are off.
Defending this 222 odd runs would be a very difficult task on a wicket like this. So they need to really come out with a burst and pick up early wickets, make early inroads. And it'd be very interesting to see whether the ball is going to wobble around a bit, which we saw in Lahore. That's cracked off the back foot. 4 runs. That's a good shot. Had a little bit of width on him, and Mohammad Hafiz played that beautifully.
Well, that's typical Imran Nazir. A bit of room outside the off stump. Use his leg, the back foot, very nicely. And then swinging the bat pretty nicely to generate a lot of pace behind that stroke. And he's away with style, Imran Nazir.
Yeah, beg your pardon, that was Imran Nazir. Yeah, that should give him good confidence. He's coming back after a long layoff, so he wants to make an impression, and as Sanjay said, has not really cemented his place in the Pakistan one-day squad.
He's got to be careful. That's beautifully played. That's a very good stroke. Just pushing the ball, using the pace of the new ball and picking up 2 easy runs. Good start.
There's no real movement off the wicket or the ball, if not even swinging the way we saw in Lahore. That's lovely shot. Over pitch delivery, driven handsomely to the cover region boundary. Just might touch the rope, and it does. Good start from Mohammad Hafiz as well.
What a stroke from Mohammad Hafiz. Wasn't a half volley, really had to stretch for that one. Look at the footwork, and then hitting the ball on the bounce. Lovely batting, an excellent stroke, and this will give enough confidence to Mohammad Hafiz. A lot of noise in the Rawalpindi Stadium, and the reason for that because Imran Nazir is on strike, has already picked up 6 runs in this inning so far. This is going to be very close. Only an inside edge is going to save him. Other than that, that was a fair shout.
Leg by, as signalled by Russell Tiffin. It'll be interesting to see the replay. Where it goes, on line. Just hitting him above the rolls. Might be...
Well, the ball certainly pitching in line. He was hit in line as well. But the only problem for the umpire was the height. And so, when the height was too steep, there was no chance the ball is going to hit the stumps. And I think it's a very good decision. Lovely stroke. A bit of width outside the off stump. Although the ball is swinging away from the batsman, but Imran Nazir has done well to stay in control of that stroke. He's picked up 3 runs.
Once again, Imran Nazir playing that beautifully into the cover region, picking up the gap, even though he had a short cover there, but he made sure that he hit it between the cover and mid-off region and picked up 3 comfortable runs. Not a great effort. Well, that's the time where they lost and probably made Imran Nazir went for the 3rd run. Well, just a little bit of wobble there, could not pick up cleanly.
He got hold of that one, no doubt about that. A bit of room outside the off stump, and he's gone after that and picked up his 2nd boundary. End of the over, 7 runs, they were scored. Pakistan 22 without loss.
Well, if you give them width and room, well, you got to ask for trouble, and that's what Taposh Varsha did. Mohammad Hafiz played that really nicely on top of it, and with quite a lot of power. Even though the 3rd man was quite wide, he had no chance, and Taposh Varsha knows about it.
Beautifully played. He'll be pushing for 2, and he'll get those easily.
Imran Nazir has been impressive.
And good running by these two. Picked up 3 runs.
Well, the difference between the 2 shots was, the first one was he tried to play across the line, he shut the face of the bat. But the next one he played, Imran Nazir, he offered the full face of the bat, and look at that. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, both these batsmen, they're looking to cover the line of the off stump without even watching the ball coming out of the hand of the bowler. And that is the reason why they've been planting their foot outside the off stump. And they are missing on the opportunities to hit few boundaries on the onside. Once again, it was just a matter of putting a bit of bat on the ball, and the runs, they could have been scored.
We have seen quite a few aircrafts flying over the Tindi Stadium. I believe the airport must be really close, Ahmed.
Relatively, you can say. Beautiful stroke. Shot delivery, and it's been wrenched away by Imran Nazir for 4 runs.
And that shot brings the crowd on its feet. Imran Nazir has showed some tremendous form after coming back into the side. Yasir Hamid suffering some kind of injury.
Just a quick shot on that occasion. Not moving back with his right leg, just whipping the ball from the front foot. And he was disdainful. Very dismissive about that particular stroke, Imran Nazir. That was his second boundary. No need to play that one. Well, Javed Miandad sets very high standards when he was playing cricket for Pakistan, and then as a coach as well. Hard-working man. Takes a lot of pride in his work, Javed Miandad. He's still itching to bat. And why not? The conditions, they are perfect for batting. And the bowling attack is not threatening. What a beautiful stroke that was. That delivery was in the slot, and Imran Nazir played a beautiful cover drive. End of the over. Pakistan 38 for no loss. And Javed Miandad asking his opener to lean into the stroke rather than stand tall and hit the ball hard. Excellent cover drive from Imran Nazir, giving the crowd worth of their money. And that has been appreciated by the captain.
Yorker through him.
Now this is something that umpires will appreciate. This is the bat hitting the ground and the ball going very close to the outside edge, but no appeal from any of the Bangladeshi fielders. Now this is something that referees and umpires expect from players, which can be a help to minimize the errors in the game. Well, there was, I think, enough temptation for the fielders, wicket-keepers, to go off for that one, claiming for a catch, because there was the sound of the bat hitting the ground. I thought Bangladesh on that occasion were good, and it's gone. Taken at short mid-wicket. Rajan Saleh is the catcher, and Mohammad Hafiz has got himself out, and he'll be kicking himself now.
Well, this time a little bit of movement from Tapash Bhatia, and just look at the footwork of Hafiz. Both feet are together, and that's why he couldn't keep the ball all over the ground. So the uppish catch, a fielder was placed there, and he's was caught easily. So Hafiz is out for 9, and Pakistan has lost their first wicket for 38.
Yusuf Yohana to grace the occasion. Batting at number 3, he's been in good form. Mohammad Hafiz was the last man to go, and Sikandar, you said the footwork wasn't too good.
Yes, I have usually the batsman movement should be back and cross, right? His foot was there with the other, the right one. So he was kind of stuck at his place. Just look at that. He's stuck, and now he is moving it. So that's why the ball was went up in the air, and it was an easy catch for the short mid-wicket fielder.
Good delivery, drawing the informed batsman into the stroke. That's a good delivery.
This is the ball I'm talking about, Sanjay. This is the ball which usually troubled the Pakistani batsman, pitching right on the spot and moving away. And this is what happened in Lahore when the Pakistani bowlers were bowling, and this is what I'm expecting the Bangladeshi bowlers to bowl. And this is the only chance, if they can do this kind of a bowling on this line, they can trouble the Pakistani batsmen, and this total can create problems in the Pakistani camp.
Well, I have no doubt now that there is definitely some more encouragement for the seamers under lights. And that should be the ray of hope for Bangladesh. Oh, we've seen this before in the series. Spoils a good over for Bhatia. Got a feel for him. Pakistan 42 for 1.
Well, you can't pitch up to Yusuf Yohana. He's a beautiful driver of the ball, and see the gap he found between cover and point. Beautifully hit. Footwork is there. Ball rolling all over the ground. And look at his eyes. Concentration, leaning on the shot. It was beautifully played.
area. It's going to be a feast of batting. The crowd has come in at the right time. They're watching their stars bat under lights, and they're not being disappointed.
Well, Imran Nazir don't mind if anybody pitches him up, and once again he was there, firmly hit. If you see from the front angle, just see that there is a little bit of movement, but the length was too up. Look at this, little bit of movement, but it was away from him, but a perfect wicket to hit that ball.
That was a pitch. Two near chances, one a catch, and I wonder whether direct hit would have got Imran Nazir in some trouble.
But this is the problem in Imran Nazir, that he goes for every ball. Once again, he was going for his shot, and he wanted to play towards the onside, I have a feeling, and this is what he has to control. I think he was there. The ball was upish, but safe. And a direct throw.
Another quick run brings up the 50 for Pakistan. And in quick time, we're in the 10th over. That's a poor shot. That's the second wicket. Hanan Sharkar takes the cash. Boysha gets a wicket. And Imran Nazir has disappointed his fans yet again.
Well, this is a bad shot, and nobody can blame anyone if he's drop again, because he was well settled. And what a shot! There is no way to hit that kind of a shot. The ball was outside the off stump, and he was trying to pull it towards the mid-wicket area. Got the top edge. You can't play as an opener like a shot like this. He's out for 28, and Pakistan 50 for 2.
Match is 90, and the best as well, 90 for Yunus Khan. Batted at number 4 in the last match as well. So Inzamam has dropped himself at number 5 in the one-day matches. Bats at number 4 in the test. But as you said, this could have been just stroked nicely on the offside. 4 fielders inside the ring on the offside may have got Imran Nazir to sort of premeditate in his mind that if anything is short in length around middle stump, I'll look to play it on the leg side. That ball could have been comfortably played on the offside with the swing. Just have a look at this. Could have been stroked nicely on the offside. Just too much of a risk when you're looking to drag that height of a ball from outside the off stump onto leg stump. And in the end, it looks a terrible shot. Good start to Yunus Khan. Good call by Johanna. And this really hurts a batsman when he's looking to make a comeback, as Imran Nazir was doing. Well played on the leg side. Springs the first one. As I said, good runners between the wickets, Johanna and Yunus Khan. Not quite the line the captain wants him to bowl. This could be, well, almost a boundary conceded there by Boysha. But Murtaza on this tour has just enhanced his reputation as the man in the field. He's been quite outstanding.
Yes, he impressed everybody with his fielding. A lot of commitment from him, and this is what required for any young team.
They'll be pushing for 2. The shouting is there. Throw the ball towards the bowler end. But there was a misfield out in the deep. 5 of the over. Pakistan 67 for 2.
Pakistan needing 223 to win, and now 67 for 2. So they're well placed, with Johanna and Yunus doing the right thing.
Both these batsmen, they are showing a lot of understanding between them. So far, at times, they have stolen a single, but without any stutters and without any comedies of error in the middle.
These two are trying to pace the innings, and I think this is the right thing to do at this stage, with 2 wickets gone, and Imran Nazir playing a reckless stroke. Mohammad Hafiz being unlucky this time around.
Lack of pace on that occasion. Good stroke. End of the over. Pakistan 72 for 2. They'll be 73 for 2 after this one, and if they can push really hard, they can stretch their score to 75, and that's what they have done. Beautiful. Timing personified on that occasion. What a shot that was. One of the most difficult stroke in the book, and how easily Yusuf Yohana has managed to play that one. Regal touch he has at the moment.
He played this stroke, he just caressed the ball and he played it to perfection. That was absolutely poetry in motion. A fantastic, elegant stroke. And this is Yusuf Yohana. Flamboyant, spectacular, and a poet's dream. A fantastic batsman from Pakistan.
One on the onside, and that was hit in the gap. But towards the offside, because there are plenty of fieldsmen, went straight to the fieldsman. Oh, a bit of a chance. Overthrows. There was no need to run, and then there was...
He made all the difference in that Multan Test match, and of course in the one-day matches after that as well, when Pakistan got 323, their record score against Bangladesh. Again, Inzamam who made the difference. It's been in good touch, Inzamam ul Haq. Hit 4 sixes in the last innings that he played, not out 64 to get Pakistan reach 257.
They know that this partnership means a lot to Pakistan, and they need some match practice also. Yunus especially, he needs a big knock before he gets into the series against the South Africa. Yusuf always in a great touch throughout the series, playing some wonderful cricket. I think the Pakistani batsman really troubled by Rafiqur Rahman. He has bowled very nicely throughout this series, his left-arm spinner. He bowls to a very tight line length, not providing any opportunity to the batsman. They can't go after him. I think he's bowling with an arm. His action is that angle he makes with his arm. It's quite difficult for the batsman to pick. But this time...
Up in the air. But landed safely. And the batsman, they'll pick up 2 runs. Wasn't a very convincing stroke on that occasion. Yusuf Yohana came down to the track. Footwork was good, but not quite getting to the pitch. And in the end, getting a thick edge. And falling in no man's land.
Ball actually hitting the bottom of the blade. That's where the ball went up in the air. A lot of bottom hand was involved in that shot. It actually was not to the pitch of the ball. That is where the bottom hand came into play, and the ball went high up in the air. Lucky for him that there was no fielder under that delivery, so it landed in no man's land.
These Bangladeshi fieldsmen, they are alight. They're attacking the ball, forcing the Pakistani batsmen not to take them on. Once again, the fieldsman at short mid-wicket has been used by the bowler, Alok Kapali, who certainly saved some runs in that position. Oh, beautiful. End of the over. 3 runs that were scored, 30 overs gone. Pakistan 117 for 2.
But this time Johanna went after him. That was a beautiful shot. He'll go across the body line for 4. Beautiful shot by Yusuf.
Well, he tried a stroke in the last over, the similar. He was looking to pull the ball, got an inside edge, but in this over, the second delivery, getting the ball in the meaty part of the bat, and there was no chance for the fieldsman at long leg to stop that one. Much awaited boundary for the Pakistani team, and number 3 for Yusuf Johanna once again is getting close to a personal landmark of a 50 run in one-day international. Boundary followed by a single. That's good cricket. Not taking many chances, these Pakistani batsmen, and rightly so.
And quite rightly so. I think there is no need to go after the bowling. They are going very nicely. 6 runs from the overs, 123 for 2 Pakistan.
Yusuf Johanna has scored 44 runs and he has faced 79 deliveries. This innings is punctuated with 3 boundaries in the air, but not getting to the fieldsman Imran Tushar at mid-on. And Yusuf Johanna, if he manages to score 6 more runs, he'll get to his 29th 50 score in his 143rd one-day international. And to top that, he has scored 900s, and that's it. What a way to get there. Hitting a 6, and what a shot that was once again from Yusuf Johanna. Slightly short, and he pounced on it.
Majestic stroke. What a fine stroke from Yusuf Johanna. The ball from Khalid Mahmood slightly short of length, and he was in position in a flash. And that ball was middled very nicely. The timing was so sweet. There was hardly any power behind that, but it went a long way. Beautiful shot to reach to that 50.
And incidentally, that's the first 6 of the match, and coming from a very able batsman, Yusuf Johanna. Didn't hit the ball very hard, just timed it, and that is the ability, natural ability, Yusuf Johanna possesses. End of the over. 33 overs gone. Pakistan 133 for 2.
What a gifted player this man who was. That's the last stroke from Yusuf Johanna. Timing is so sweetly, playing on the back foot, and it's not an easy shot to play, to clear the ropes on the onside.
Have a look at the footwork. He committed himself on the front foot and then didn't require to use his back foot, just stood tall and released the bat in a way that he'll get the timing right and also the elevation.
They certainly can afford to. They've only lost 2 wickets and they have plenty of overs to go, and got a great batting lineup after this. Also Inzamam, Razak, Kamran, Shoaib Malik. So they've got some wonderful batsmen to follow these two. So they have to play. If they want to go after the bowling, they can. They can afford to, but I don't think there is any need to go after the bowling. Just play normal cricket as we discussed earlier. No need to be so panicky and make things difficult for yourself.
Well, certainly they don't have to be extravagant. And at the moment, they're doing the politic thing. Just been watchful, working the ball into the gaps, rotating the strike. He's been tempted to play the sweep shot, and that's his favorite. But so far, we haven't seen him employing the sweep shot, Yunus Khan. And here we go. And he's been adjudged leg before wicket. That's a brave decision.
Good delivery from Rafiq once again. It was pitched within the stumps, kept straight. Good delivery from Rafiq, getting rid of Yunus Khan. Yunus Khan gone back 37, Pakistan 135 for 3.
Lost their third wicket, and that was of Yunus Khan. He was adjudged leg before, but earlier on Mohammad Hafiz was the first man to go. Now, this is not the first time we have seen Mohammad Hafiz getting out in a similar fashion. He was looking to whip the ball to a square leg, but only managing to hit the ball straight to the fieldsman at mid-wicket. Couldn't roll his wrists in order to place that ball away from that fieldsman.
But it was a good catch in the end. The fielder had to jump high in the air, so it was a good take.
It wasn't a great stroke, that was. Atrocious is the word. He was playing so well, hitting the ball beautifully, and then suddenly, rush of blood, exuberance of the youth. He sacrificed his wicket, thrown his wicket, and then Yunus Khan, he was adjudged leg before. It wasn't a convincing shout from the bowler and the wicketkeeper, but the umpire was convinced. Have a look, he was lunging forward, and the ball not pitching close to the good length area, and the ball was bouncing. And for me, that was a very brave decision. It'll be nice to see that particular replay from a different angle.
Yeah, maybe from the square leg camera, so we could see how far he is stretched. It looks quite far.
I think Yunus was very unlucky. He was lunging forward, and the ball was not pitched up, and the ball had to travel a long way, and I think the ball might have slided down the leg stump. Well, nevertheless, he's been adjudged. It's history now, and the new man in, the captain of the Pakistani team, Inzamam ul Haq. He has enjoyed a good run of form. He has peaked at the right time, high strike rate along with a healthy average. And here is another man, Yusuf Yohana, who's got all the experience in the world, and not to forget about his natural ability to destroy any bowling attack in the world.
A very elegant cricketer, Yusuf Yohana is. He makes things look so easy where the others are struggling. Very gifted, very fine, very talented player, and he's got a long way to go as well for the Pakistan cricket. And this man on your monitor, what a player he is. Always dominates the scene whenever he's on the field. Whenever he's batting, he never lets the bowler do things on his own. He's the one who dictates the term.
Poor fielding effort from Mohammad Rafiq, who's been excellent with the ball in his hand, giving the opportunity to the Pakistani batsman to pick up 2 easy runs.
Yeah, that was quite a loose stuff from the Bangladeshi field this time. Yusuf chopping it down towards third man, the ball going underneath the diving fielder, just conceding 2 runs to there. Rajan Saleh has been quite a surprising bowler. It's 139 for 3 after 35.
He's a brilliant player along with Yusuf Yohana. Once again, elegantly playing that stroke through mid-wicket area for 2 runs.
Slighted delivery on the leg stump, beautifully played by Yusuf Yohana. So easily, so very well timed. Very elegant, very graceful to watch, Yusuf Yohana.
That was a good stroke once again from Yusuf Yohana, making sure that this sweep shot doesn't go to short fine leg, where there is a fieldsman to stop the single. Staying inside the line. Once again, Yusuf Yohana. Good effort from Rajan Saleh. Well, he's been a live wire. Well, Inzamam ul Haq is new at the crease. Has consumed 6 deliveries for his 3 runs. And this is going to make 7, unless the fieldsman struck the ball. And he has done that. Tushar Imran has done very well at the boundary line to stop and save some runs for his team.
That was brilliant work from Tushar Imran. Inzamam playing that stroke very fine, knew that the fielder is quite squared, but what a fielding from Tushar Imran. Brilliant stuff. Saving a certain 4 at that time.
What an effort. The ball was travelling, had to cover a lot of ground swiftly. Tushar Imran, and the bowler knew it was 4, and appreciating the effort of the fieldsman at the deep. Only a single on that occasion, although Inzamam ul Haq was pushing for 2, but he realized that Tushar Imran is very swift. Have a look. Take that for commitment.
Brilliant stop and very appropriate acknowledgement from the bowler.
Good start by Murtaza. Good to see him come steaming in, looking to bowl quick, get some help from the pitch. So the effort is there, and it's good to see. That's what the captain wants when he gets a new bowler in. It's heartbreaking when you have the opposition under some kind of pressure and you find your new bowler coming in, just ambling in, letting go of the advantage. He's been pretty expensive in this series. Came in with quite a reputation to Pakistan. He was the outstanding bowler for Bangladesh in Australia. There he was, looking for the big one, Inzamam. But perhaps stepped out a bit too much where the ball eventually was finishing under his toes. They had no option but to play it along the ground.
I have a feeling that Inzamam has made a strategy with Johanna, that he's going for the big one. Johanna is just picking up the single. Inzamam wants him to stay there, and Inzamam is going to take a chance. I have a feeling that because, as I said earlier, they need one good over with a couple of boundaries, which will change the match altogether.
Swept a big full toss there. That's 4. I think Rajan Saleh is going to be the marked man for Inzamam.
And this is the boundary I was talking about. And Inzamam has tried it before, but this was the full toss, easy one to hit. And it was hit really firm. And as you can see, the way Inzamam is hitting the ball, he's using all his strength, which shows that he's ready to score a couple of more boundaries. So far, he got 1.
Well, good thinking by the youngster, kept it really full on that occasion, not allowing Inzamam to get under the ball for a big hit. 8 runs so far from the off-spinners over. Comfortable single to long on. So 11 overs to go now. Pakistan 162 for 3. We get a single to third man. We'll get Inzamam on strike, who I'm sure is just waiting to unleash one of his mighty blows. Partnership of 28. Just 33 balls. And of course, Pakistan would want to make this a clean sweep as they did in the test matches. I think Bangladesh have taken a real gamble here. It's a good one. It's a calculated risk that Khalid Mahmood had to take. So which means Mohammad Rafiq will bowl the 41st, 43rd and the 45th over. He's still got a crucial 5 overs towards the end to be bowled by the lesser bowlers. The reason why he's in the attack is he's going to pit him against Inzamam ul Haq, who I'm sure will take some chances against the left-arm spinner. 3 overs. Johanna, very clear to see that he's going to be there till the end for Pakistan. 53 required of 54 balls. But this has perhaps now come about as one of the more closely fought contests between the two teams. Pakistan generally have had easy games in this one-day tournament. This turning out to be not as easy as expected. Inside edge onto the pads. Good delivery.
Loose, but all the credit to the bowlers.
There it goes. It's a miscued shot. It's a tester. And he's done well. I think it's Tapash Boysha there in the deep, taking a tall one. And under lights, they're never easy. That's a good catch. He knows how difficult and important that one was. So Inzamam goes, and Pakistan now, I'm sure some tremors in the dressing room.
Big wicket, as we said, good bowling, and the intentions was there for Inzamam. He was looking for a gap, but he couldn't find that one. A brilliant catch under pressure, a brilliant catch. And Pakistan lost a very, very, very important wicket. Inzamam is out for 18, and Pakistan is 170 for 4. Now it's 49 of 49 balls. And this is the last ball of the over. And very well bowled. Excellent over. Got a wicket of Inzamam. And Pakistan 174 for 4.
Till the end, but he'll rely a lot on the partners for him to play in that fashion. Or else the pressure will also come on Johanna to score the runs. Been talking about excellent batting conditions here. Good batting pitch. Perhaps the best batting strip in this tournament so far. But just the 25 fours and a 6 so far in this match. When you compare that with Multan in one innings, Pakistan had 35 fours and 6 sixes. Six runs of the over. Good one for Pakistan. 180 for 4. In the air, but well struck. That should be 4. More than Shoaib Malik. That's a big relief for Yusuf Johanna, I can tell you.
Oh, that's a very good shot. And you can see the crowd is also realized the importance of that boundary. A beautiful hit shot outside the off stump. That's the fault of the bowler, that he kept the ball away from the batsman. It gave him a lot of room, though he was bowling within the stumps. And Shoaib Malik taking the advantage of that ball. Hit it very hard through the gap. A very, very important boundary for Pakistan.
Well, I think it was inexperience on the part of Murtaza. It was a nothing delivery. Watching it again in slow motion, you could see it was just a ball released outside the off-stump with hardly any pace. It wasn't the slow delivery. So just the right pace for the batsman to hit. This was a nothing ball, really. A lot of room given, no swing, no pace behind it. Just a lapse of concentration that can happen to a bowler as well. And when he realized how expensive that turned out to be, the next ball was much quicker, closer to the body, and a much, much better delivery.
I'm sure that boundary must have given a lot of confidence to both the batsmen. Johanna, who's the main character now on the crease at the moment, must be a relief man, because if he can't hit, if his partner hits, it's useful. He's still there for 73, and Malik there for 10. This partnership is of 17 runs. It's just 14 balls.
Quite right, Sikandar. The fielding has been top class today for Bangladesh. This is a good over for Pakistan. 6 runs coming off that last over from Mohammad Rafiq, and here again they've scored 7 so far from this over.
Well, that's the kite over here. Night, it's white color. You can see the shine on it. Somebody's having a lot of fun here. The last ball of the over.
Good ball to finish. Not a great over for Bangladesh. Pakistan 187 for 4. 6 overs to go now. 36 more needed. Exactly 6 runs and over. Turning out to be a pretty close contest. The contest will continue in the commentary box as well. Athar Ali Khan with Amir Sohail.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. Last over from Mohammad Rafiq. And this is the crucial one. Pakistani batsmen, they have to make sure not to lose any wicket from here on, especially against Rafiq. And if they manage to pick up 3 or 4 runs, that'll be good enough. 1 run of the second ball.
On the Bangladeshi context, Bangladesh would love to pick up not just one, a couple of wickets. But you just need to wait and see how well Bangladeshi bowler Mohammad Rafiq can bowl here. What a match this has turned out to be. 35 runs off 34 balls. This can come a really close finish. Bangladesh has a chance. Nicely played by Shoaib Malik. Over to the mid-off region, picks up another single.
Well, although the Bangladeshi captain won the toss today and decided to bat first, but the Pakistani captain really wanted to chase a target under lights, because they'll be featuring in a very important series against South Africa, and all the 3 one-days which are going to be played, they'll be played under lights. And the Pakistani captain wanted his batsmen to have a feel under the lights with the bat. Although it's going to be a tight finish, but the Pakistani team still has an upper hand, because they got 6 wickets in hand. And Mohammad Rafiq, the prolific bowler, is bowling his last over. Nicely played stroke, and picked up 2 easy runs on that occasion, Shoaib Malik. Well, looking to play percentage strokes, not taking many chances. That ball was a bit short. And Shoaib Malik using the pace of that delivery and placing it away from the fieldsman. Last ball of Rafiq's spell in this game. Single of the last ball. 6 of the over, a good one for the Pakistani team. 45 overs gone. And the score, 193 for 4.
.29 more to win of 27 deliveries. 2 dot deliveries in this over.
Apesh, but safe. 2 dot deliveries, but Yusuf Yohana has got the ability to take away any bowling attack in the world. And the crowd is jubilant. A very important boundary has been scored in this over.
Not a great delivery. Look at that full pitch delivery, and Yusuf Yohana is a classy player. Not a very easy shot to play. He just made sure they had it on top of it and made sure he cleared the ground since the mid-on fielder was inside the circle. This can turn out to be a match-winning performance from Yusuf Yohana. And on the other hand, if Murtaza can pick up another wicket here, that can really go in favour of Bangladesh.
And this man is the key. The Bangladeshis, they really have to pick him up. Huge shout. Yusuf Yohana was looking to work the ball towards third man. The ball came in. And we saw Yusuf Yohana getting out at Faisalabad, trying that similar stroke. But on that occasion, he got an inside edge onto the stumps. That was a good shout. The height was the factor which saved Yusuf Yohana. Nevertheless, important runs has been scored. So far, these Pakistani batsmen, they have picked up 5 runs. Good direct hit from Rajan Saleh, who's been absolutely brilliant.
What a finish this is turning out to be. 6 runs have been scored. Last delivery from Murtaza. Can he get a wicket here?
Shot pitch delivery to end the over. 199 for 4. The crowd on the edge of their seats want to do a job. If he picks up a wicket here, it'll be a huge bonus. But at the moment, he is required to bowl dot deliveries. Can he do that? Can he produce a quality over for his team?
That is brilliant. Great stuff from Alok Kapali. That is an excellent bit of fielding from Alok Kapali. Who else? Bangladesh has been at the top of the fielding side. Sikandar earlier mentioned that Bangladesh fielding has come up in a great way, and look at that effort.
Well, what a stop that was. Alok Kapali has been brilliant throughout this game in that particular position. The mid-wicket had to dive full length and then shown a lot of presence of mind. Didn't aim at the stumps directly, gave the ball to the bowler, and he did the job. A huge breakthrough for the Bangladeshis. They have picked up their 5th wicket, and Pakistan, they are struggling.
That's well bowled by Mashrafi. It's important that he stay focused.
Attacking the fieldsman, and there's a huge shout, and the umpire has referred this to the 3rd umpire. It'll be very interesting. The key man Yusuf Johanna is in danger of getting out, and that'll be a huge blow. A misfield out in the deep, but recovered well, Rajan Saleh. But I think he's safe. Well, the Pakistani dressing room will be very relieved.
Just because he could not pick it up cleanly, Hanan Sakar, Yusuf Johanna made sure that he would go for the runs. Runs are very important, and rightly so. He's not been given out.